Good evening, everybody. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Just wanted to check in, do a very quick video. I have been trying to upload a video. It's just a little over half an hour long. I recorded it 4:30 p.m. today. I have now attempted to upload it for the second time, and it has been taking me since 4:30 to upload this video. I ended up canceling the first upload, tried to upload it again, and it's just taking forever. I'm not exactly sure why. At first, there was not enough room on my phone. I'm actually using another phone now to record this. So I ended up deleting like a lot of photos and things that I really didn't need on the phone. And it did speed it up a little bit. Things were better. But I don't know if it's the subject matter. I don't know if it's on YouTube end. I don't know if it's on my phone end. But I have been trying to upload a half an hour long video on schizophrenia since 4:30 p.m. So hopefully it'll upload soon. You'll get to listen to it. It's almost midnight. It's quarter to midnight right now. So I'm just going to upload this for you. This is a beautiful little hand-painted mini art, and let me see who did this. This is not the usual person. Let's see. Oh, yes. This is Linda Russell. Linda Russell, you can find her on eBay. Linda's Angel Arts, and this is a little angel cat. I mean, she has some very beautiful and very inexpensive little pieces of art. These are all hand-painted originals. They're one of a kind. But anyway, I also wanted to mention, let's see if I can scroll down here. There are so many videos that I wanted to make for you guys. And I really needed to get this one uploaded first. And now I'm just concerned that I'm not going to have enough space. So I wanted to mention also that I've mentioned before on many of my videos that there is a Dr. Alice Miller. She was a Swiss psychoanalyst and psychologist. She was renowned for her work on childhood trauma and its lasting impact on individuals. Although her primary focus was on the psychological consequences of child abuse and neglect, her ideas also intersected with broader societal issues. Her book, Banished Knowledge, Facing Childhood Injuries, which was originally published in German as, now forgive me, I don't speak German, Das verbannte Wissen in 1988, is one of her seminal works. It's a great book, if you can find it. Here's an overview of Dr. Alice Miller and her themes in her book. The background was, she was born in Poland in 1923. Alice Miller studied philosophy, psychology, and sociology in Switzerland, and she later trained as a psychoanalyst and practiced for many years before shifting her focus to writing and advocacy. The key themes in her work are childhood trauma. Miller extensively explored how abuse, neglect, and emotional maltreatment in childhood profoundly shape an individual's emotional and psychological development. Oops, that's my little alarm there. The Drama of the Gifted Child. That was another book. That's also an excellent book. One of her most famous books, The Drama of the Gifted Child, discusses how children are exceptionally perceptive and sensitive, often suffer from overly attuned to the needs and expectations of their parents, leading to a loss of their true self. And that's actually something that I studied in school. I did a bit of a concentration on the brilliance and insanity. And I used Dr. Miller's book as a reference. Breaking the cycle of abuse. Miller advocated for breaking the intergenerational cycle of abuse by acknowledging and addressing childhood traumas rather than repressing them. And as I've mentioned in some of my other videos, Dr. Miller was one of those psychiatrists who would interview a lot of women who were forced into mental facilities by her parents, because when they finally revealed that they were suffering sexual abuse, sexual trauma from a family member, a brother, a relative, there was always money under the table. There was no such thing as medical insurance back then, so people paid out of pocket for everything. So let's say daddy would go and find out what's wrong with my daughter, and then the doctor, well, usually a male, would tell the father what was going on, and they'd make a little deal under the table and medically, psychologically kidnap the daughter, and keep her in a mental institution, medicate her as a submission. Yeah, just to medicate the truth. And Dr. Miller was one of those forerunners who uncovered this. And in her book, Banished Knowledge, Facing Childhood Injuries, delves into the societal tendency to suppress and ignore the reality of childhood trauma. She repeatedly says this about childhood trauma rather than the sexual abuse, etc. Miller argues that recognizing and confronting these hidden injuries is crucial for healing and preventing further psychological harm. And some of the main themes were the repression of childhood trauma. Miller discusses how society encourages the repression of painful childhood memories and emotions, leading to widespread denial and perpetuation of abuse. Emotional honesty. She emphasizes the importance of emotional honesty in confronting painful truths about one's past to achieve genuine healing. Parental accountability. Miller argues that parents and society must acknowledge their roles in causing childhood suffering rather than shifting blame onto the children or external circumstances. And then there's the therapeutic process. The book explores how therapy can help individuals uncover repressed memories and emotions though Miller also critiques traditional psychoanalytical approaches for sometimes perpetuating the denial of trauma. Yes, that's absolutely true. Impact and reception. It was controversial yet very influential. Banished Knowledge, the book, was both controversial and influential. Some praised Miller for her uncompromising stance on the necessity of facing childhood traumas, while others criticized her for being too dismissive of traditional psychoanalytic methods. A legacy. Miller's work has left a lasting impact on the field of psychology, psychotherapy, and child development. Her advocacy for the recognition and treatment of childhood trauma has influenced many therapists and shaped contemporary understanding of the long-term effects of early adverse experiences. And some of the key messages are breaking the silence. Miller advocates for breaking the silence around childhood abuse and recognizing its pervasive impact on individuals and society. And healing through truth. She posits that true healing can only occur when individuals are willing to face and acknowledge the painful truths of their pasts. Empowerment and liberation. By confronting and integrating these painful experiences, individuals can achieve greater self-awareness, emotional freedom, and the capacity to break the cycle of abuse. And in conclusion, Dr. Alice Miller's Banished Knowledge, the book, challenges readers to confront uncomfortable truths about childhood trauma and its long-term effects. Her insistence on the importance of acknowledging and addressing these hidden injuries has contributed significantly to the understanding of psychological development and the treatment of trauma. Her work continues to inspire therapists, survivors, and advocates for child welfare. Specifically, the trauma was that she was confronted with through her clients were generational child sexual abuse, generational satanic ritual abuse, etc., etc. And of course, back in the day, these were taboo topics. And that's why her critics criticized her for not going along with the traditional method. Well, because the traditional method was pushing it under the table, ignoring it, pretending it didn't happen, gaslighting, gaslighting these men and women. So anyway, I'm going to upload this, see if this uploads any faster than the other one, which is still uploading since 4:30 p.m. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Please remember to hit the thumbs up, like, comment, share if you feel inclined to do so, and I'm going to sign off for now.